Hey, what's up, y'all? I am your girl, Candy. And to my left, I have Cal Ramar Freeman. And he's about to step on it. Hey! So we have the Lion from The Wiz in the building. So how you feel?
Oh, I feel grateful. I love being here with this cast. It gives me joy to come to work every day, and that's not often a thing that you experience. Everybody is like super talented, and they mind their business, and they're lovely people. So it's great. It's great.
Okay, so you've had a lot of experience in theater. Can you tell the people a little bit of your background?
Yes, I'm from Miami, Florida originally. I've been doing this since I was 9 years old. I grew up in the church. I've been doing theater, middle school, elementary, high school, professionally. I've done Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat on tour. I've done Once on This Island on tour. I made my Broadway debut in A Strange Loop. I just recently starred in A Strange Loop in London this summer. And then now I'm here in The Wiz, produced by you.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yes, you are a star, my love. Like everybody was talking about, oh, I love the Lion. I love the Lion. Now, mind you, I feel like everybody has their favorites, right? All of you guys are so dope. If you had to play a different role other than the Lion, than the one you're already playing, which one would it be?
Evelyn. Because I wake up already negative. Wired up my fuse. Don't nobody bring me no bad news.
Don't nobody bring me no bad news.
And she's so fun. It's like to play evil is like it's like a playpen. Like so many things to do, and Melanie Betts does it perfectly. So I want to take a stab at it.
Yeah. In comparison to other tours that you've done, how has this been for you?
It's been great. It's my first time being in Atlanta on a tour.
Oh, really?
Yes. So that all together is like beautiful because it's a black city and I just love being around blackness. But it's fun. Like I said, everybody is like super chill. There's always like one in a cast. But in this cast, there's nobody. Everybody's like pleasantly fun to be around and I can hang around anybody.
That's good.
Which is great. So that's the difference. Other tours have been like, great, but there's always one or two that you're like, I'm going to love you from a distance. But everybody here, I can love up close.
Would you care to share who's been one of them ones that you had I'm going to love you from a distance?
I can't do that. But if you know me, you know who you are.
Okay. You say you starred in A Strange Loop in London. How was that?
It was great. It's being a fat black person in theater, you're never really centered in these stories. So to be centered in a story that is kind of close to home, and then to take that to London to an audience that doesn't really get this type of experience either was beautiful. They welcomed me with open arms. They took care of me. And then the cast that they put together there, they were exceptional actors. To do a piece that's like based in like an American culture and then to put on like an American accent and to be that good is very hard. So they were like top tier. So I was playing with the best. And it just felt good to be like centered and taken care of because that is very rare for my type to get. So that was beautiful, and they received it, and that was great.
That was good. How long were you out there?
I was there for 3 months.
Ooh, 3 months in London.
Yes.
What type of stuff did you do while you were there?
I did all the touristy stuff. I ate some crazy food. They like beans in the morning, and I'm like, I don't
baked beans.
I
saw that. I saw that on a buffet once. So I was like, who eat baked beans on a breakfast buffet?
It's too much. But all the touristy stuff, we drank a lot because like the culture there, like around 4:30, everybody's at bars, standing outside, drinking in their suits. It's like a culture thing. So that was fun to do. My mom got to come. Some friends came. So we saw shows. It was great.
So how did you get to be a part of The Wiz?
So what happened was The Wiz is always like a show that is like, oh, it's coming back, and then it never comes back. So when we heard it was coming back again, we were like, okay, we'll see where it goes. Then we heard that they were holding auditions. So my show was getting ready to close. And I spotted Alan Renee Lewis, who is our vocal arranger, and Jaquel Knight in the street. And I'm walking down the street and I say hi to Alan. And then they keep walking and I walk away and I was like, oh, they're having auditions. Something is happening. So I go back to my theater on Broadway.
But you knew they were a part of The Wiz?
I did. I knew Jaquel was.
Oh, okay. You
I didn't
saw
know
it.
Alan was. But I was like, them together, I was like, you got to be working with The Wiz. I go back to my theater on Broadway and I'm telling them, they're like, oh, yeah, they sent us auditions. I was like, great. So I called my agent. I was like, get me in the room. Just get me in the room. A week later, they called me. I auditioned in front of Shelley and Joseph Joubert. And then that was great. I did a callback. And then I didn't hear anything for 2 weeks. And I was like, okay, what's the tea? Am I good? So then we reached out. We were like, is it good? Do I need to do something else? They were like, yeah, actually, we want Kyle to retape his Lion audition. And I was like, okay. And at that point, all my nerves are gone. I had done it already. So I was just kind of giving my all. And that's the thing that sealed the deal for me. I was comfortable in my skin and playing and having fun. And I did it on tape. And then they called me like 2 weeks later after that. It was like, you got it. I was like, for real? Me? You sure? But yeah, it kind of happened within like a month and a half.
Well, you are absolutely amazing in The Wiz.
Thank you.
I think it's so cool because, you know, like the hints of like, oh, and my curl pattern and all that type of stuff. Like, I think you guys will have to see it to get what I'm talking about. But it's a lot of comedy in this version of The Wiz. And when I tell you, you hit the jokes, Eddie, you hit them right on point every
I'll
time.
be trying.
Having the whole house going crazy laughing. It's really, really dope. And then now I have to say, Don't Nobody Bring Me No Bad News is like my favorite song, but my other favorite song is I'm a Lion. That Lion song in the first act it's so big. It's so big. And I just love to hear it's amazing.
Great doing. We did it in rehearsals the first time, and when it first came together, we were like, oh God, this is like, it touched us. I was like, this is going to be like the number. And then Melody came and did no. We were like, okay, at least we got the first act down. She can take the second act. But same, like No Bad News is like insane. Y'all have to see that.
And have your tambourine ready.
Listen, she takes us all the way to church and back. But Be a Lion is like, it meets the moment in the show of like finding the courage, and the vocal arrangements match that energy. The orchestrations match that energy. And we match it by bringing all of our voices together. And these harmonies that are stacked are just like chef's kiss. So it's great. It takes when the curtain comes down, we'd be like, because it's a lot of energy to exude, but y'all give the love back. So it's worth it and it's great.
What do you feel like have been your challenges in the industry that you've been in?
My challenges have been getting people to see past what they think I can do. My previous show allowed me to stretch my acting muscle so people can see, oh, he can be all types of things. He can feel and emote all types of things. And I mean, media and television, like when it was first being done, they had stereotypes.
Of course.
So people see things and they think you can only do one thing. But what I love about this show, even, it's allowing me to like be funny, be sincere, be heartfelt. And that's what I face the most. It's like having to let people know that I'm more than just the person that can just sing. I can give you a monologue down. I can give you these acting beats. And then them allowing me to like be an artist and create and mold is the challenge. But I think I'm slowly getting there, and people are slowly coming to terms that like, oh, right, you are a human being living a human experience. Of course you can do other things because you're a human being and you live life.
Of course.
Yeah, and that's what acting is.
Right. But what's the thing that you really want to do next? Like, if you had your ideal situation, what would that be?
TV and film. Broadway's great, but baby, 8 shows a week. Lord! That's like the natural progression. It's a field that I haven't tapped into yet. So TV and film, I'm gonna create my own musical from a movie. I won't tell you what that is, but I'm gonna adapt it into a musical. So I'm gonna do stuff behind the scenes as well. But I just kind of want to do TV and film, like conquer that industry. And then music, of course, I'm not focusing on it so hard right now, but I just kind of want to flourish in my acting and go to TV and film and work with you again, honey.
Definitely
That's
got to
the
work
boss.
together again. For
It's
sure.
worldwide, okay? All right. Call me Candy.
Have you ever forgot a line during this course of the Wiz?
Woo! Yes. Picture it. DC, 3 weeks ago. As you know, I'm come in my entrance. I'm on something, and I stand and I roar, and I stood there longer than usual because the line that I'm supposed to say was not.
So what did you do?
I just stood there, and luckily the crowd was so excited they just cheered me on until I found the line. But I was like, "Roar." Then I said my line. But I was like, oh my God. And it
Well, thank
happened.
God it came.
Listen, I was going to say something. Something was going to come out. I don't know if it was going to be right. But it was just random. I was like, it's my first line and I forgot the first thing, but they didn't notice.
Right.
They never really do. But yeah, I've been in theater so much that if I do forget something, I'll realize it and then make up something to
Fill
kinda-
it in.
Baby, yeah. Because you're not
Right.
going to embarrass me. Me. It's not going to embarrass myself.
Me is not going to embarrass me.
Me, never.
Okay.
Never.
I had to ask everybody that question because we all go through it, right? Everybody goes through it. So I knew it was going to be something.
Maybe that roar happened. I was like, what is the line?
So when did you start singing?
I started singing like 5 in church. Sweet Home Missionary Baptist Church. Shout out to y'all. Started singing in church, and then I was in choir in elementary school. And it didn't become a thing of like me realizing I had talent until like somebody asked me to sing for Father's Day. Something my church was having. And I sang, what did I sing? Because you are the wind beneath my wings.
Oh my God, that was my go-to song in high school. and
Yes.
church, and any little talent show or church.
I
had
tore
to
up
go to.
Miami with that song. You hear me?
Yes.
That and His Eyes on a Sparrow. But I sang that and they like reacted to me. And I was like, oh, I guess I can do this.
Right.
And then I started to get solos and then like it just blossomed. But at first I didn't know I was just doing it for fun.
Right.
And then people was like, you can sing. I was like, I can? Okay. Let me make it a career.
So how did you know it could be a career?
Because I'm not good at anything else.
What?
No, I am. It's luckily it was something that I was passionate about. So I found my passion very early on, and I was like, I don't want to do anything else but this. I'm going to figure out how to do it in a way that I can make the most money,
Right.
and like live. But I was like, this brings me joy. I'm passionate about it. You don't have to ask me to do it. I'm willing to do it. I love to do it. So yeah, like right around 10th grade, I was like, okay, I think I want to move to New York. So I'm a big manifester. So I put up a big poster of New York in my room, had it there for 2 years. And then 2 weeks after high school, I moved to New York City.
Wow. Okay, well, you definitely was meant for this.
Yes,
'Cause
yes.
now you're in the Wiz, and
Yes.
it's selling out everywhere.
Yes, it is. Get
You
your
killing
tickets.
it. Everybody, y'all need to get your tickets now. Do not wait. I keep trying to tell you because when it gets to your city, it's too late.
Yeah.
It's too late because it's already sold out. Well, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having me. This is iconic. Can I just say, you're iconic? This is a moment.
Well, thank
I ain't gonna act like I don't watch you on TV. I do. And I love you.
Thank
I
you.
admire you. You are a trailblazer in so many ways. And I'm just happy to share the space with Miss Katie Burst. Come on.
Thank you for watching.
Speak on it.